Hello everyone and welcome to In the Cosmos from the De Anza College Planetarium for June 17th, 2020. My name is Toshi Komatsu and I'm your host and the director of the planetarium. Now the summer solstice for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere is coming up, but what exactly does that mean? Let's find out. Here we are looking at two views of the sun's path across the sky as seen from Earth, one from the side and one facing south here. Let's focus on the summer solstice path. In this side view, you can see here that on the summer solstice, the sun rises in the northeast. It takes this long, high path in the sky before it comes down to set in the northwest. Now, contrast that with what happens in the winter solstice. We've got the sun rising in the southeast. It takes a short, low path in the sky before it comes and sets in the southwest. Now you can see the same thing happening in this view to the south, where again on the summer solstice in June, the sun is rising in the northeast. It takes this long high path in the sky before it sets in the northwest, compared to the winter solstice path, where the sun is rising in the southeast, takes that short low path, and then it sets finally in the southwest there. So the question is, why does it do this? Well, it all has to do with Earth's tilt. Here we are looking at Earth from space on June 20th. Notice how much the northern part of Earth is illuminated by the sun, and that's because the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun. And that means that this hemisphere, the northern hemisphere, is getting the most light from the sun as well as getting the most heat. This tilt also means that on this date, the sun appears high in the sky. Now for perspective, here is Earth in relation to the sun, or let's take a look at that. We can see the sun at the center here, and let's make Earth a little bit bigger. Again, from this further away view, you can see clearly that the north pole of Earth is tilted towards the sun there, and as we sort of fly around a little bit more, you can see that again, the northern hemisphere is the one that's getting the most light, because again, it's tilted towards the sun. And again, more light means more heat. And that accounts for the warmer weather during the summertime. Let's go ahead and shrink Earth and head back towards Earth and compare that as we did before with the winter solstice sky here. So we're going to go ahead and speed time. And so we're going to transition to December 21st. And notice now how the shadow has changed here. Now the North Pole is tilted away from the sun, and so we get less light, and therefore we get less heat. And this accounts for the cooler weather that we get in the winter months. Now being tilted away from the sun also means that the sun is going to appear low in the sky. Again, for perspective, let's take a look at where Earth is in its orbit and where it is in relation to the sun. 6 months later, we're looking again, December 21st. 6 months later, the Earth has moved along in its orbit and is 180 degrees from where we last saw it in June. And in this view, you can see that the North Pole of Earth, again, clearly tilted away from the sun in this view here. And we can kind of swing around once again so that we can get a better look. Indeed, as we approach Earth here, you'll notice that now Earth, the North Pole of Earth, is actually completely shrouded in shadow. And so in the winter months, you can get places on Earth where you have 24 hours of nighttime and the sun never rises at all. So let's go ahead and head back to June 20th. And hopefully this makes a little bit more sense why the summer solstice is the longest day of the year. It's the day that the sun takes the longest path in the sky, giving us, again, the most daylight. Of course, it's not really the sun that's moving at all, but the tilted Earth in its orbit going around the sun. So again, the key to the reason for the seasons is actually the tilt of Earth. Well, that's it for this edition of In the Cosmos. Hopefully you enjoyed that and learned a little something. Please do like and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find out more about the planetarium on our website, and you can find more astronomical goodness on all of our social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and you can check out those links in the description. For now, thank you for checking in, and here's wishing you clear, dark skies. This is the De Anza College Planetarium, signing off.